doubled up. Trying to get triple. Chad's got a dinky one. But Chris has got a good one. I think Chris, I don't know what he's got. If it's a snapper, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's almost got to be a snapper. Nope.
That's a big grouper.
Guy.
Nice. Well,
he's not a keeper.
He'll be close. When he first took that fish, I thought, ooh.
23.5 inches.
Better hurry up, because I got one.
Where's your measure?
It's on the cooler. I think I'm going to throw that snapper away because, oh yeah, he's not even close.
Yeah, he's 21.
Yeah,
21.
Barely. Because we've got those.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw that one back, which is, as you can see, he's not that small, but those are a lot bigger and we're going to catch more of those.
Here you go, baby. Rod, you want to keep it? There you go. Get him up, baby. Come on, baby. You got him.
You need to tighten that drag.
It is. That was a good fish.
Yeah, it was.
Right under the boat. Go 90 miles offshore.
Yep.
It's nuts, because come 4 o'clock, they're all going to come flying by.
Yeah. Since I didn't get into a lot of education on this last video, I thought I'd throw this in there because it gets quite boring when it's just fish after fish after fish. So what we found here recently is these big snapper that we're catching. We've been catching them up to 22.5 inches and 6 pounds. This last trip that you're seeing here, we had a cooler full and most of them were between 19 and 21 inches, and we were still inside the bay. But what we found was we started using a 1/2 inch jig in the red color, and that really seemed to switch the big snapper to hit. We've always been using a 3/4 ounce chartreuse jig, but we haven't been catching a lot of big snapper on those. So I changed it up, and that's what I caught the 22.5 inch snapper on, was a red 1.5 or 1/2 ounce jig head. So, and then we're showing you the Berkeley Vanish fluorocarbon leader that we're using, or line. We don't call it leader, but it's line. It does the same thing as those expensive other fluorocarbons do. I haven't seen any difference, but we're using the 20 pound. And what we've also found too is that we've been having to find cleaner water. With all of this rain that we're getting, the water's really muddied up, especially up in the upper part of the bay area that we fish. I'm talking from Cockroach north. We have gone to these spots, but we haven't really been catching a lot of fish. And we attribute to it all the fresh water that's coming out of the rivers. I mean, we're right on the Little Manatee River here, and there's a ton of fresh water coming out of here. So I think that's moved these fish farther out towards the mouth of the bay. So we're going to start moving our fishing that way also. Past the Skyway, I think we may have 3 or 4 numbers, so we really haven't even looked into that area. So that's what we're going to start doing also, is kind of expanding what we're doing. And maybe on one of these shows I'll get pretty precise of what exactly I'm looking for when I'm looking on the side imaging and the bottom machines. I've got a lot of questions about that, and it's kind of hard for me to type it out, and it would be rather easier for me to show people, and I've tried to show it in the past of what we look for, but I know everybody has different machines. But anyway, that's what we're going to get into, and if anybody out there has any questions, please leave them in the comments or private message me. I don't hide anything. I like to hear when people are catching fish from what they've learned from us, so that's really important. So if you have a question, or if you have a question of what we're doing, please feel free to reach out and contact us, and I'll be more than happy to share whatever I know and whatever I can do to help you.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice right there, boy. Ooh, look at that pig. Oh, I don't want to lose him. Woohoo! Nice. Hell yeah. What I'm talking about, brother.
Mac Daddy from Cincinnati right there, buddy.
Sure you don't want to run 10 miles?
How about that, fellas? Doing that one time and it jumped right back in the water.
Yeah, we had a guy on 2 weeks ago do that same thing.
What do you tell him? Just tell him edge of the...
I mean, you see our videos.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. I mean, do you tell them? I mean, if they say, hey, where are you catching them up? Shipping channel? That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the channel where
What's the name of it?
people had figured out where we're fishing some of them.
But they come out with every thing. And then they give it a shot or two and it doesn't catch anything. Back when I used Oh my God. I think that was about this time. God, look at the height of that.
That's a good one.
You like the income of that better?
Typically, yes, but it depends on depends more on the depends on the speed of it. Like this outgoing tide that we got coming up is gonna suck.
That thing took off. Oh, it's a group. Damn it, that might be a keeper.
Do what we